Okay, the lever should have been supplied with protective coating over the shaft, and the rose should have a plastic bag over it. We want you to leave that on during the install because it'll help protect the lever. We're going to insert the inside assembly. We're going to take the screws. We're going to find the location, and what we want you to do is we want you to put in both screws, top and bottom. And we're going to screw these in by hand as deep as we can get them before we introduce a screwdriver. We would prefer to use a screwdriver on a 90 degrees so it ensures that it does no damage is done to the rose. However, if the screws are screwed in by hand as close to the surface, you can still get at them with a screwdriver. What's the most important thing is we need to make sure that the rose is pushed all the way back, not bent or anything that would put pressure and dent or scratch the neck. Again, we have left the blue protective tape on the shaft. So we're gonna come in at an angle, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna screw in the top, just so it's snug. And then we're just gonna screw in the rest of the bottom, just so it's snug. Okay, we're gonna check our lineup, and then at that point, we can go ahead and tighten it up. We do not want to use power tools with these type of hardware. It should be hand tools only. Again, this is the preferred tool because it's a lot easier to get in there to give it to tighten it and to move it. But a screwdriver can work. Again, I cannot stress, we do not want power tools used on this. From here, now that it's been installed, we're going to remove the protective coating on the rose. The rose has 2 set screws. The set screws go to the bottom. We're going to place them on the bottom. And then we're going to come in from the bottom and we're going to tighten up. We're going to snug up these 2 set screws. With the set screws just snugged up, both, we're going to check to make sure that the lock is functioning perfectly and that there's no interference. From there, we're going to go ahead and tighten the 2 sides. Again, I cannot stress enough that we do not want to over tighten one side before the other. We want to snug both and then tighten both evenly because we don't want to cock it. Now we check again, everything is functioning. You can remove the paper if you want. You can remove the protective tape if you want. But again, I cannot stress enough, the protective coating is there to protect the rose from scraping and banging against this shank. If you remove it before install, the chances of metal against metal are going to be a very high risk to scratching.